Yeah. So USD is the pair that most of the time, let's just say it reacts better to breaker blocks than every other pair. GBPS is a pair that reacts according to liquidity. It takes out the most liquidity, so it always leaves out the most liquidity too. So overall in this structure, because of I forgot to try and get. I've actually been trying to since, but I don't have the dollar card again to use on this. So we're going to have to do this, right? So basically, I'm to show you how I trade um my own trades, right? And essentially backtest with you guys. So I think most of you saw the things I posted on my Twitter on how I was able to not exactly how I was able to go. The setups I've been taking through the week, and some of you are just trying to understand essentially how it was possible for me to do something like that. And like I said, if you have any issues or you can't hear me or anything, I can't see something, you can just send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll reply you ASAP. So yeah, concerning this live. So yeah, this is it basically. So I normally start my trades by 7 in the morning, London session. So you have something like this now. It's not essentially like start my trade as soon as I come to the market and I'll just stay and say buy or stay and say sell. No, it's not none of that. So basically I'm looking for the right structure. And to be honest with you, there's no structure that is not like this. All of them are always like this. So always one stupid thing like something like this, like change of character or wherever. Or the structure just really depends. But like I'm just looking for an opportunity to re-enter. No, I'm not always because most of the time trying to catch the top like something like this won't always work for you because there are chances where the market will react here and buy and continue buying because I'm acting blind right now because I'm used to the 5 minute. I don't really want to assume what's happening. I just know that okay, on the daily or 4 hour, we have a level below that we're going to head to. And the only way to head there is to find the perfect structure to enter from. So what happened here? So let's say we're still here in the market. What has happened here is price reacted to a block here, took out liquidity here, and broke the low. Now, why did it do something like that? Well, this structure from here to here has no occurrence. So it has a range high and a range low. Now, these two bodies now give us something. So for us to better understand where we might be headed in the market, we have to wait for one of the two to be taken out. If we took out the high, or let's say we took out the low, took out the high, or it really depends on how you trade yours, because there are different entry models, right? But we're going to work with what we have here. So let's say it really depends on how the market reacts. Sometimes it might take out a high like this and it will just be sweep of liquidity. For certain people, they would have been looking at something like this, and this is where the market would have dealt with them, where they have something like this, maybe something like this. This is not the range. It's still inside this building. It's inside this row. So this is not the range, and this is where they would have treated you. But instead, they gave you something like this. So we have where we broke that to the downside, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m. took out the high, took out the low. Now, what am I doing during London session? I'm waiting for structure to form. This is basically what I'm waiting for to form. So this is basically the structure I'm waiting for. Let's just go for consolidation. This is just basically the structure I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for an opportunity in the market to tap back into the market. Now, I said something in one of my videos about how a structure isn't really valid if it's that you're checking, oh, it's mitigated here until it has created a retracement. Well, this is essentially what I was talking about. Now you see how price took out this low. This is a stronger high because it took out liquidity in the previous side. Now, most people like ICT traders now would be waiting for price to come and take out this Sunday high because it is an Asian high. I'm not really into ICT like that for me to say, okay, I might not be too accurate, but I believe that that's what most people do now. They wait for Asian highs to get taken out. This is actually like an Asian high on Monday, but then this Sunday has to count now. The Sunday high has to count. So This is also an Asian high, so I'm still correct. Now, usually this are I don't trade anything that's not this thing. I just do for you guys. Wait for liquidity, wait for structure. It's very simple, very simple entry method. It's not always going to be like this on some of my charts, like NZD and stuff. And if you're wondering why I'm speaking fast or why I'm trying to rush it, is because my laptop is low and I can hear it hum. So I don't start hanging or stressing or anything. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm a trader that loves RR in trading. And RR in trading is what I mean by love RR in trading. If you scroll into my page, you'd see where I've had trades that I've done 1:100, 1:33, 1:30, 1:25, all that kind of thing. It's fun, no? It's fun, but it's not constant. It's not always going to give you what you want. It might make you get greedy and stuff like that. So I've learned to settle for less. So settling for less would be something like this. Well, we have the initial low that London gave us, and I believe this is New York. Yeah, New York came and took it out itself, maintained it, maintained it, maintained it. Now, you don't necessarily have to draw because of that price is coming to 1.21500, let's say. You now come and draw it all the way down. It could work for you. But then in a situation where market is likely to reverse from here, your best bet is living with this 1:4 or 1:5, however you choose to do it. Now you have to better understand your order blocks. So I think most of you guys should be able to do that. But you can see the order blocks with constant mitigation. And funny enough, even if you chose this one, you still be correct. But I'll still have chosen this one I chose because it has bigger mass, so bigger volume, bigger reaction, and it's also a what's one is called again? Oh, see me maybe carry candlestick Bible for it. I forgot if it's called the hammer. I'll be waiting. But yeah, something like this. So this is basically what one setup would have looked like for me, right? 1:5. That's okay. It's nice. Now we have anything after 3 o'clock. I normally don't like to look for setups in the market because I've learned that the market creates weather reactions around that time. So you might have false thing building up to about Asians around 2 a.m. 1:30. So this is 2. And then you can see the Asians came and took out this low. So this is not something I would have wanted, but it's quite understandable because they have to take out a low to create a form of reversal. So we have one here, one here. So Monday, let me remember. Did I trade on Monday? I don't think I was happy with Monday. Every other thing I posted on my Twitter was from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Did I post? Yeah, Thursday should be there. Something about Thursday should be there and Friday. And I dropped my trading journal for you guys. So what was on the journal would be essentially trades that I took. Some might be scalps. I think I scalped Monday night or something. I don't really remember. I don't even want to remember. Now, let's work with what we have here. Like I always said, we have to check from 7. Okay, I don't need to mark that out. Let's just stick with the new day. So new day starts by 10. And market is about to close in a few hours and my laptop is getting low. So let's work with what we have here. Now, understanding that in the 5-minute time frame, it's not always going to be that type of structure you need. And that's why sometimes when you work with structure, the structure you want, when you're looking for entry, you're basically what you're looking for your structure is the high, the low, and liquidity. If you keep it as simple as that, you won't always be looking for any zigzag, anything, any blah 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 blah. Yeah, there are lots of entry models. People teach that on Twitter. But one thing about the market is the more simple you keep it, the better for you, right? You understand? If it's breakout blocks you love, you just try and find a pair that likes respecting breakout blocks. You get? Not every pair would react to breakout blocks well, or it's not going to be every time breakout blocks will work on certain pairs. But pairs like EU on 4-hour time frame, you just see one stupid retracement into one old low, then reaction, and that's what happened today on Euro USD. I could show you guys, but let me focus on what we came here for. Let's try and see if we can make it to Thursday without this thing misbehaving. Would I count this structure? Not necessarily, because I'm looking for the 7 a.m. structure. So this is what we had from 7 a.m. And you can see we consolidated well here. My reason for not counting that structure is chances of retracing into it may be low. So let's see what happens by 7 a.m. So from 7 we have a low here, a high here. Price immediately took out that high, and this is when we're consolidating, right? Price did not hesitate to take out that high, retrace, took out that high, broke the low, and see here. To be honest, most people would rather trade higher time frames. Higher time frames are more sufficient, but if you trade time frames like the 5 minute and stuff, you have higher chances of getting what you want in a day. Like me now, I can easily make 1:10 in a day from 5 minute time frame. But somebody on 1 hour, 4 hour, will take the person 2 days to get 1:10. You both made money. One person might make it faster, and that person can also really want to lose it faster too. So it really, really depends on what works for you. You have to find your edge. You find your edge that is not really by depending on somebody, it's by constantly doing something for yourself. Now on 30 minutes, I'm sure this is one big order block that they just retraced into with steady order flow, but it's similar on the 5 minute time frame. What we can see here is we had sweep here. This is the block that swept. This is an order block because it's the last bullish order block before the retracement. Now, even if I wanted to take it, I wouldn't have till at least they took out this low that belonged to this high that got swept out. So now they took it out. Something false here. Now, if you look where this is the unmitigated block of that area for the 5 minute time frame. On the 1 hour, I'm sure this would be a clearer order block, but being a clearer order block, it will also have bigger wicks, bigger everything. So it's likely to be a bigger PIP SL, and bigger PIP SL means smaller PIP profit. So something like this. Price is likely not to retrace into this zone up until 3:30, I think. And we had our 3 o'clock here. Where's our 3 o'clock? I just realized that we were consolidating. What did I trade on Tuesday, I beg? Well, yeah, I guess this is basically what it looked like. Like I said, I don't even expect price to come into the zone anytime soon until the new day. And this was how London took out Asian low here. This was the last low from Asians. And then London came somewhere around here. But we're always going to be checking from 7 a.m. This was Asian high. And price broke the high that took the Asian high. Retrace. Now, like I said, you always have to be able to identify trend. Identifying your trend would be, and knowing your target liquidity would be essential for you, because at certain times, price could do something, yeah? Okay, like this now. They took out this high. If you come here, buy. Maybe a customer as stupid as here and sell back, right? And there's nothing you can do about it except accept the loss for that day and maybe try again. It's a very, very not so hard to see or understand setup. For me, I would have traded this. It's very, very clear. It's not something that needs much questioning. Okay. I don't know if Josh is still here. This one he sending me voice notes. 1 ratio 4.5 or 1 ratio 5. Gone. Let me try and see if I can send the trade I took that day. Because I pack out a repass for this now. Okay, I think I was working with 30 minutes too, but I'm only showing you guys 5 minutes today. Later, we could do lower higher time frame to lower time frame analysis. So basically, or ideally, what most people do for their higher time frame to lower time frame is just direction and trend. But then you should be able to use your time frames like your 4 hour to know where okay if price comes into this zone, you don't need a much this thing to take your entry. There are this type of entries I take. Maybe I could, if there's still chance or opportunity to do that, I'll show you guys here. So let's just say you have your big order block like this, and on 1 hour, maybe this bullish one, and then we have next like this on the same 1 hour. So there's those double blocks, and then you have this thing, this rubbish. So we have something like this. Those two blocks. I think you guys have seen this thing I'm talking about. And then if price takes out something, they will retrace into one random place. Sometimes the 50% if you not use your flip to and react. Well, the thing I use to reduce my stress is in most other blocks or structures that are proper to sell from rather, you'd see something on the 5 or 15-minute time frame more like an FVG. Now that FVG is your sniper entry because price is likely to just retrace exactly into that place and drop. And then I did something like that on my page. I think somebody was asking me, but I couldn't explain it yet because I don't have strength to start doing that or start looking for another example. But this is basically what it looks like. So you just have it. I think the last one I did, it was 8RR I posted. And price could randomly do it without even your knowledge. Your own idea is, okay, we are here to find a good order block. And not everything is sniper entry. Not everything stick to your, as long as you know how to do proper risk management and all. 5RR is not bad. Sometimes it's good to be greedy, but most times you leave the markets to be the market shall. So this is Thursday. I caught this setup. Yeah, I remember this one very, very well because I was in love with it. So I think already we've taken out what we need to take out somewhere around here with this reaction that we're getting here. So what were the conferences that made me take this trade? I took this trade, I'm very sure. On my notion, I think it's number not one, it's not two. I think it's 4. Let me check. Let me look for it. Okay. I'm going to look for it on my phone and then I'm going to call the number if you want to go and check it. So I didn't take an entry here, gone, but I was able to cover this place. So I'm going to show you people two entry styles that happened here. Okay. Because price is pretty much fractal and anybody can use any style and let's just say make it. Okay, I took the trade on I think Thursday. I think it's Thursday and it's number 4. Number 4 on my trading journal. So essentially, I think I said I was going to show you guys those FVG things without having to use that indicator tool that they pay for. I forgot what it's called. But it's about seeking the FVG with the most volume. And sometimes in price, you have to understand how time works. Now, let us say on your flip 2, I think this will be at least your 0.7. Okay. Okay, I didn't even get this. But it almost did. Just few cents away from it. But yeah, essentially this is the FV. This is an FVG, right? Perfect for sniper entry. You just come somewhere here and enter. But then there are different FVGs and not every FVG works. But you see these FVGs that don't have weak, like they barely have anything. You see this one has something. But you see this one here, it barely has anything on it. These FVGs are one if you can't hear me, please send me a message that you can hear me. If you're not hearing me properly, send me a message that you can't hear me. because I'm just seeing one person's message. I don't know if it's just him. These effigies are parts in are normally or usually where I've seen price severally retrace into. If the structure is correct, you can use it as your entry model over your order block. Now on 1 hour or 30 minutes, this is going to be one big order block here. So this is your basic order block. So this is how some people took the trade. And then some people would be somewhere, I think, here. So we have a reclaimed block here. And then the person just has his entry here. It's going to be thinner than whoever that's taking an entry from here. And yeah, I think we might have to end this thing soon. At least we made it to Thursday. The laptop is likely to die soon. But I think you guys were able to pick up some of the things I said. And at least I was able to explain the setup to you guys. So basically, if I was to be targeting somewhere, the consolidation that was created on Tuesday is a good target point, even though I didn't target up to that point because I thought there was going to be a good reaction from somewhere around here. But the point here is you can make good RR in trading, but it's harder if you're not able to front run. Now, being able to backtest properly gives you the chance to be able to do something for yourself over time. Now, doing something for yourself over time would be you'll be able to identify certain things in markets that has occurred or reoccurred. Like something like this, if this laptop permits me to. I didn't get to charge it earlier. I didn't even remember, to be honest. Something like this, on 4 hour time frame, I marked out an order block. It was sitting somewhere around here. If you're with your own device, you can check it out. I can't check it out because it will take up the time I could use to explain this. So there's another block somewhere at the extreme end of this place on the 4 hour time frame. Now, what did price do? Price on 5 minutes, what made me take the trade here? On 5 minute time frame, we had something like okay, I think this was what made me take it. So we had this low taken out here. Now we have another block here. Was it risky? Yes, but the reason for the confidence was because of the higher time frame block. Now we have something like this as our entry. And my TP, these idiots have been dancing around the TP. The TP is actually somewhere here at this recent low. This was my TP. And I picked this place as my TP because of the structure. Price is likely to react from there. I can decide to buy, but I expect price to take out everything all the way down to this low. Because this structure is not valid enough for a pair like GBPSD to hold it. Am I saying that we're bearish? No. Am I saying that we're bullish? No. I'm saying that we're going to be reacting with price, but if it was left for me, I would say that we're taking out this low regardless of whatever rubbish they did in this place. Now, you don't necessarily need a far-fetched take profit before you win a trade. For me, it was here. For some other good traders I know, it was somewhere here. They've made their money. They've gone. They've left the market. Nobody's going to disturb them. How many pips did you make? How many SL? How big was the SL? Nope. What they know is that because I explained RRR in trading, so what they know is that okay, we came from here, we got somewhere here, and we're done. If it's 4 RR for them, it's 4 RR for them. If it's 8, it's 8. And nothing is going to change that fact. I think on my own trade it was 10 RR. Yeah, it was 10 RR, 10 point something to if it gets somewhere here. But then when it got to somewhere, I think it was 9.7 or 10. So I just rounded it off as 10 somewhere. This is essentially the trade. I think it's also on that trading journal. So rather than letting this thing die without having the saved recording, we could do this some other time, and I'll check my iPad why it was misbehaving like that. But I'd prefer us doing this on that iPad than on this laptop. So yeah, basically you have to be able to backtest and be flexible with certain time frames. For me, the 5 minute time frame is very perfect for me to understand. And even if you fail somewhere, there's an opportunity to try again. And that would be something like what happened here. If anything made me buy here for any reason, thinking, oh, the liquidity we needed to get to, or the time frame we needed to get to, or the platform we needed to get to wasn't enough, then I have the opportunity to know that we've broken this low, we tap here, and we sell. And I'm only doing it because of it's London's high, blah 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 blah. All those things that make you a trader. You just have to be able to know what's good and what's bad for you in trading. And then it gets pretty much easier from there. So that is essentially the point of backtesting. Not every, but most of the trades I've taken are on that journal. And I keep my setups very clean, sometimes simple. I can decide to be drawing everything and calling it OFC or all this rubbish that they used to call their charts. But I prefer it this way. It's much better. So I think that'll be all for now. We've all gotten what we need to see, and we could do this some other time. Next time. I don't know. Talk later.
I just want to show something before we continue. So you guys can see this structure.
Yes,
So no need to explain much. Let me focus more on the top down, the weekly analysis that you guys are here for. So basically, if you're paying attention, what only major things that you learn from this would be how I analyze mine. So it's Friday, Monday. Okay, let's start somewhere here. It's Tuesday. Let me delete everything. Okay. So let's first give it a structure. Let's first understand the structure. So okay. Already I think we also where price was on a downtrend to this point. We maintain that downtrend. We maintain that downtrend for a while. Normally I'm not into trend retail trends per se, but I have a good understanding on how it works. So most people actually use this and add this. Traders like Kelvin Talent, or that they use it alongside SMC, and I think it's a very nice. I think so. Something we tried that time in the same time last year. It was working very well, especially in crypto. But yeah, we're going to have a proper top-down analysis, not proper top-down analysis per se, but a structural analysis here for the week, and then we'll now have more like a back test. Now, okay, we're just going to start with 4-hour time frame to understand where we're at in the market, just for structure's sake. So for the sake of structure, where the price shifted out of this downtrend, you can clearly see the price is something like that here. So, I just want to mark that out before I can now finally go into lower time frames to let's just say trade as if we're trading in real time. That's why it's backtext. So it's basically what the structure look like, and I believe this bounce off would be said to have come from a higher time frame structure somewhere maybe here in this range. So that's where price was reacting off of to be able to break a high like this. But I don't want to have that full markout. So I'm just assuming we never saw that. So now we've gotten this break of high, a retracement into this major retracement that had a sweep here. So somewhere on the lower time frame, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, we'll have a structure somewhere here. And why I'm trying to watch this is because this is not the main thing I'm meant to be doing. This is just for us to have an understanding of what may or may not have happened in the market here. And then we have this as serving more like an inducement because it did not tap into any major POI. But you could count this as a POI, but the type of liquidity that beauty wasn't enough for it to hold. But then this type of candles normally do tiny sweeps like this. That's why when people are setting entries, even if your entry was here now, you're like, okay, yeah, this is what your structure looked like. This is why most people don't keep tight SLs. Even if it was something like this, you don't keep tight. If your SL was really tight, then that would shank or something like this, you still survive. But regardless, I feel like this is what the market structure could have looked like. This people just want to, okay, it's still okay. So this is what it could have looked like. And target would, I think, I don't remember if this is the same one that Kelvin Talent did. Okay, no, I don't think it's this one. I don't think, but it looked something like, okay, no, it was, I think it was catchy. I caught something like this. Can't really remember, Sha. But I just know that I'm just going over those things. Okay, so we're going to backtrack from here. You can see the uptrend here. But then to understand better, we have to go through things like the weekly or the monthly to see better. Okay, this was the end of the month, so I'm about entering a new month. But before we continue anything, so since that's the last day of that month, I clearly see this FVG here. Purple. Yeah, I can clearly see this FVG now. And price closed more as a doji here. We have an imbalance here. And now most people on Twitter are still expecting more buys. Everybody here is trading based off probabilities, and you don't trade what you know or what you see, not what you think. And what I see and think is price isn't done. Yeah, originally I think if you're on my WhatsApp and if you've been following my Twitter, you'd see that most of my top down from the monthly and yearly will be targeted at the fact that we are to see proper what do you call it, proper buys soon, but it's really towards the ending of the year and it looks like price isn't done what it ought to do. So but let's try and focus on better things now. So let's focus on what we have here now. Okay, so this is the last day of October. That's 1st October. That's where we're currently on here in price. And you can see how price reacted off this zone. I think I remember it being this zone. And I think this was where the price tried. Oh, no. Did we? Did we react off this zone? I'm trying to remember. So originally, we're not even meant to react off this zone to clear this session. Because this wasn't a sweep of any major low. See the range low here. See the range low here. And the range high here. So what this was just a little bit more like a liquidity grab for the structural buy. And yeah. Yeah. So the time is still 10 Tuesday. Let me see what happens next. Okay. Because this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the new month here. So this was Friday. And this was where NFP did what NFP did. So price didn't really do much to affect this range. The range is still a preserved range or was still a preserved range. Okay. So yeah, price took out the major high that I was looking forward to them taking. And if you look well, you see that price actually did everything it was meant to do. So I think I was among people that sold not here per se, but I caught a sale from this particular range, and the exit point was somewhere under this line. Under the line. But I wouldn't call this a pretty decent trade, because if anything, there's an awareness that prices to take out that particular high because of how the structure was. And we already had an FVG or imbalance here created by the new month. Now, this is Friday. This was how NFP went last time. So I still expect the reaction from here. And we're not going to lower time frames because this is not what I'm looking for from price. The price just tapped it to the 50%, and then you can see they broke. I see they broke this low here. On lower time frames, it will be clearer. Okay, let's finally go to lower time frames. Even though I would have preferred it on. Okay, this is Tuesday. Okay, this is Monday. So yeah, this is what I need. Let's go back to this. So here we have two things. We have this major low, and we have the structural low and the structural high. Now this low was created on Friday, and this high was created on a Monday, London session. Now probably on 5 minutes we might see something here, but that's not what we're looking forward to. Whatever form of confirmation would have been something here on 5 minutes, so it would have been something like this. But the structure is odd because there was no major structural break in the high. But when trading off of FVGs like this, you can see good reactions like that, entry like this, maybe target here. Let's just so let's call it about 3 hour, 2.5 hour, not bad. So I've had that one. But this is not a serious trade. This is not something I want to take serious. Okay, so you can see the constant angle. So this would be a better impulse on a different time frame, like the 4 hour or 2 hour. Okay, so let's say entry from somewhere here and see how well that plays. I actually prefer the 45 minutes sometimes and to most of this other time frames. This would be me refining it, but the entry is still something like this. But let's say for instance. Now, okay. Before I continue, let me try and explain something here. Although the structure on certain time frames looks very, very bullish, if you have your eyes open and open properly, you see that it seems like this whole structure is building something more like it's building something. Okay, there are two ways to go about it. Either you see it as change or shifting structure, or we're building something more like side liquidities, right? Side liquidities to later take. And why I even said it is because of how the monthly time frame is reacting off of that FVG, right? So yeah. Let me just say I'm taking some. I had this very good setup on this. I had a very, very good setup. But then we take a market in parts. You don't rush into it. This is not my time zones, but why I'm doing this is because I don't trade on Mondays. I'm just going to stick to whatever structure shows. And sometimes Mondays just do. Yeah, you see that. They went exactly for the breaker and left the FVG. So if I was to take it something like this, it would have been an entry. But if I refined it, it would have been a missed entry. And that is why I do not appreciate Mondays. So let's go to 5 minute time frame. I can finally clean this off. So now it's Tuesday, Tuesday, London session, and so it's 8 in the morning, right? On Tuesday, and we don't know what to do with price, but we identified the fact that price is reacting off of an FVG, so we should be expecting sales. While some people might be expecting buys from either this range here or this range here, but some people are expecting something. I'm not some people, but if anything, I would have expected a reaction. I think I took some buys somewhere here to take off one liquidity level, and I posted it on my Twitter. But yeah, those buys are not entirely or fully major buys. You understand? So let's start off with what it would have been for me that same Tuesday. So now we have this structure rejected off the other one and closed bearish, expecting another sell candle to follow. And then at midnight of the new day, we had a sell. So whatever we're looking for here would be a continuation of that sell, same time. I think my buy, the buy I later bought, I was targeting this place. I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. So I know price is going to come back to it later, but let's go over something. I'm looking for the perfect or near perfect place I could give you guys. Okay, I think I've seen something. Well, let me just wait for structure to clear out something before we continue. So we have this Asian low taken out by London's open and London itself. We've taken out. We have this liquidity gap here. And that's basically what sponsored that London sell here. That's it. By 7:05, we had that sweep. And then this is basically what the structure would have looked like. So yeah, let me try and get something for continue. Reaction off of this. So I think it's still an FVG here. So let me see what the structure does for major thing. I'm trying to see if structure could like create something more tangible than what I'm seeing here. Something that would have been worth risking money for. I don't think I got that trade on Tuesday. It's not looking like it at all. So I'm basically waiting for my setup here. Even though the sales are understandable. Basically waiting for the setup I waited for. So I think this was it. I didn't take that trade in the night. I'm just trying to do more like a review on trades that I really took last week. What I posted on my Twitter last week because some people were asking me questions. Okay. Think this is self-planetary. I think this is what led to the buys that I took on that higher zone. Let's just have something like this. Even though from the timing is off, I don't think this is what it was. But yeah, the sell here is basically concluded, and this is where most people should have been taking profits from. Let's see what price does. I remember GBPUSD failing a setup like this. Oh god. So this would have been more like a missed entry because of this 15-minute structure. For me, 5 minutes time frame worked better for me doing London. Because this 15-minute structure and FVG that exists here. but the bias is still correct. The bias is still correct. But let's I'm looking for perfection and not just correctness. So let's say please. Mhm. Oh no, that's not what I expected. So this is when we entered the new day, Wednesday, and Lotus session. Then that's how that was. But price had really broken the Aisha. And then the went for previous day low. And for the previous day low, let's assume that was a loss. And we're looking for a recovery. I think this was one and a half. I remember not taking that trip. No, this is still around two. I mean, I don't they pay me. I don't they forget things. I remember taking buy on Wednesday. I think it's Thursday. I had sales. I took a sale on Thursday. Yeah. So this was this was the buy I took. So let's assume I took an SL here. We recovered it here with 6RR. Now I had a sale. Was that on Thursday or was that on Wednesday? So okay. Normally this should be a setup that will say we're done for the day on this particular one because of how um because of one the time it's already after London session here and normally Asians do well depends but anything that would make me take a setup here would be a risky trade but before I continue or finally decide I'll still go back to 4 hour and confirm something. So that was my target point. We got there successfully and okay, we got this successfully. We took out price there, and I'd like to see something on the daily. Okay, I think this daily candle later closed bearish. Can't really remember. So I'm going to go over the fact that that structure or this structure rather from the 5 minute time frame is a sell structure. Price is taking out the major high needs to take out. And for the people that don't look far, what what they would see is this. What they would see is this reaction here. For me, taking the risk is either this or declare this high and take the sell. So for a sell like this, the target point would be let me see. Yeah, target point would be okay. Let's keep it here. Let's forget about the fact that these are swing zones. So let's see what happens. If it fails, if it doesn't, it doesn't. It does. It does. It's not meant to. Well, looking at the time, you even that trade resistance if I need to do yourself. Yes. If I remember well, I think this thing held. I think it held because that's the main high. Knockout. That's the main high. Still untouched. The only problem here is that price is creating higher highs. Um, Yeah, this structure here, I just remembered something. I think this structure here properly that day. I think this was the cell that Alhaji posted, and who else? I remember seeing this cell 3 times, and this was how most people took it. So, right, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. So, swipe price take out this low. What else? So this. You can hear the uncertainty in my voice because I do not trade at this hours. But I'll be taking another low. This is London. This is London. So I'm waiting for London to give me a proper structure or come into the zone I'm eyeing. Which okay. So that's a proper structure for me. The zone I'm eyeing might be something else on 45 minutes. So I'm trying to make it easier or make people understand how to use lower time frames properly. So something like this would be good. What else would have been good? I remember drawing something like this too. I'll just go for this. This cell will still trade lower like this. AUD USD did something like this on Friday. Consolidated, we trade that one liquidity somewhere, something like this. View, I think I'll show you guys later. Take it out, then that's sell. Then I posted something too. So that's the cell right there. That's the cell. But I don't think it was completed. Because I remember having a re-entry or something. Yeah, I was right. It wasn't completed. Yeah, I remember having a re-entry by evening time. Yes. This was my own trade. This was my own trade. So first I wanted to start this high. And I believe this structure was something on 4-hour time frame. Now, see this reaction here. Now they finally sold and bought and came into this zone. Okay, yeah, it makes more sense now. So they finally came into that entry point I had from the beginning at somewhere here. I think we had news at this particular hour. Because I remember avoiding markets that time. I remember very, very well. I think this was news led. Yeah. I'm sure I didn't take something like this. This was one or two. I posted this one. Then we had it. I took it. I think I dropped it for somebody. And she closed early. Oh yeah. So this was structured. So this one and for GBP USD it was something different. Can't really remember, but now at the same it was about the same time. They were both at about the same time. And then this was the sell. Did not take out this low to London or something. I think it was the next day they took out this low. But they still take it out. They just come maybe somewhere. Okay. Yeah. And then they take out once they stop making higher highs and higher lows, which they just did. And now so this is Friday. Oh, this is today. Sorry, not today. This last Friday we just passed. Yeah, this is how we close the market. So technically, market has done what I would have preferred it to do. It has taken out the major loads here. So if you look well, you see the key zones here. So well, where the major problems would be here in a market like this, because these are the November, December periods where we have lower volumes, more manipulation, imp, imp, like impartialities, problems, those kinds of things in structure. So let's just say a situation like this isn't something I would have traded because they did not give me my major structure. You understand? They gave a structure here, yes. But judging based off the range, this is the high of the range, low of the range, nothing. They didn't give a proper structure enough for me to say that this is what I would have traded. This one was taken by me because of the I had the same structure last week. I had an entry here too, and I had a markup for reaction. So when the price had already created buys up until this point, I just found an entry here on 5 minutes. I remember well, and then I think it's about the same thing here, and I think I posted on my Twitter. So this particular trade was taken. This one was taken. Market didn't really give me many opportunities this week, but it's better than last. Which week was that? Last week was demonic, very very demonic. But yeah, not everybody were disappointed by NFP. Most people were expecting buys. Most people were expecting sales. You understand? So I don't like my chat like this. But let's just go to GBBS before we close up everything. So this is I'm trying. So basically, we just did small back testing there, and the reason for that is because these days London session hasn't been given the full distance, but at least with this back testing session where they can see that at least market provided a few opportunities, and most of the opportunities that were caught by me were posted on my Twitter. So I think all of us already have my Twitter, but if I need to type it out, it's at jamorr. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the Twitter. That's the Twitter. So let me just go over what I did here on GPPS, even though I've already done everything and cleared it. Oh, and also let me try show. Okay, let me first show you guys that trade with reference to ADS. ADS is a very useless, very useless pair. AED or Euro GBP or USD card. Very stupid pairs. I hope my network is still good, and I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, I don't think my network is good. Can you guys hear me? At least. I have a feeling you guys can't hear me. Let me come back to my Twitter. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, I can't hear you actually. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Continue.
Hello? Okay, you guys give me a second.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello? I'm having serious network issues. I'm having trouble loading my trading view. So I can show you guys the final stuff. But the AED trade, I think when I cut it, I posted it on my Twitter. The one I didn't post was the one I said that is similar to that particular USD chart. So it was a consolidation type trade. Let me see if I can load it up here. It was a consolidation trade. So I wanted to use it to explain something to you guys similar to AMD. The only problem here is loading this chart again. It's not increase. And my network is showing full bar here on my system, but it's not showing on the trading view. ADUSD. Permissions to enter your art. Permissions to enter my I don't even remember if it's ADSD FXC. Let me check this now. Right now, they have deleted my AD chat.
We can't see your screen. We can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen. Okay, I'm coming. Wait, you can't see my screen. My screen is showing here. Let me try asking. Who else can't see my screen?
We can't see your screen.
Oh, but you guys have seen my screen before now, right?
Yeah.
It just started now, right?
Yeah.
Let me try leaving the live and coming back. Okay. Let me try sharing the screen again. You guys can see my screen now, right?
Yes, we can see your screen now. It's back.
Okay. Let me show you guys what price did. And for this ADS, I don't want to go through the whole chart again. Let me see if I'll just see what I saw that day. Was he here? Probably was here. It was Friday. I think it was Friday. Let me see if it will show again. I don't even remember how I saw it or what I saw. Let me see if I see it again. I think it was 5-minute time frame. This is London. London cleared this high. This is not a major high, but this was a high for something more like a sell. So let's just say something like this. That was London's doing. London is now creating something like a consolidation here. Yeah, I think that was the setup. So this consolidation here, price should come back to it later. This is the high. This is the low that came with the high. And this is the overall low for the entire range. Actually, this low and this high is the same range, but this is the low of this high. And that's what makes price very confusing and funny. So I can tell you that after every day and you be like, price is this. You'll be right sometimes, but if that's not the trend, price can come nice. If the trend was bullish, price could cause something like this. Come here, buy and take it out. I already know that's not what price did here, Shabo. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain how you have to have your own understanding of how ranges work, because this is all in one same spot, and no major break of structures occurred. You understand? But after every major break of structure, you count a range as a new range, and even as price may come here and retrace, price can still come here and still sell off. Everything really boils down to your understanding. Higher time frame POI is like something like this zone now is a good place. Not completely good, but it's good enough for me to say that price could sell from this range. And FVGs to contribute to some of these things. FVG just serve as a point of okay, let's just call it an FVG. Price should retrace into this place. Okay, price doesn't need to do anything major anymore. FVG serve more like risk entries. You don't always have to wait for confirmation. Like you can. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You always can. Like for proper FVGs, like bigger time frame FVGs, bro. Like you could come like have a bigger time frame FVG, and then on a much lower time frame you're waiting for confirmation, and then it comes, and then you go for the trade. It makes more sense that way. But the point here is that an FVG could do something like one time it has come in, it has like an FVG entry can just make a quick reaction, and then it's out. So understanding your range sometimes helps you know what you're doing. But let's see what price does. Finally taking that low. So this whole thing here is a consolidation actually. It's not a major structure. So this was where price fooled me. So I think a 1 minute time frame was where I got this entry. I just don't want to go lower than this, but the entry was something like this. So upon this retracement, I had an entry from somewhere here. From somewhere here, and then my buy was somewhere there. And this one, I didn't take the trade serious. I took it on a small account. Now, originally, if I was serious with the trade, this is where I could have left, or somewhere here. But I think my target was somewhere here. I didn't do much analysis that at that time. I was just looking to see if I'll just close a new trade in profit. So originally, this is what price did, and you can see they came into that zone. Now, what has occurred here is okay. Now they manipulated. I'll not call it manipulation. Actually, it was a good structure. The problem was the target area. And price I think now is good and has given opportunity or breadth to a good sell zone. Because I don't want to analyze the whole thing, I'm just going to set my TP somewhere like here. Because I don't want to look at where price could get to. But I think price did well. That my last AUD setup I posted on my Twitter was caught somewhere, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. I can't really remember, but it was one of those days. So all the entries seem almost similar, but not exactly the same. And then that's price's reaction. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where price stopped at, but anyway, I set it. I think you get the point. Yeah, that's basically what the setup looked like before price closed on Friday. So this should be it. That would be the entry, and for most people, this is where they will exit. And with an SL as tight as this, 3 pips, 6 RR is very good. Extended to 8, 9 RR, but it never got to 10 RR. So anybody that was greedy here on Friday would most likely collect break even on Monday. This forthcoming Monday. So I don't think I really finished up this USD for you guys. So this is what USD did. It broke out its final low, and from our backtesting, we got to most of our target and entry points. Now we're seeing a form of reaction. And if I'm being honest, this reaction would take out. I think UAS is going to buy very rare. It ought not to take out this high actually. We just come into this place and sell again. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because my GBBSD chart is showing something between this and this. This is the one I'll take on limit order, and this is the one I'll take on confirmation. But then the risk of taking this is because of this draw. So maybe if I was to take this, I would extend my SL and accept 10R. I'm targeting the overall low, and this is more like a high time frame trade. This should have been a confirmation trade to exit somewhere between these lines. If it functions, then my DXY is something like this. All these things could change Monday morning, sure. So this is basically what my DXY looks like. DXY is expected to come into this zone 2. Or like I said, we're all trading based off probabilities and higher time frame reactions are what changes price. Lower time frame is what helps direct price, something like that, or give you opportunities in price. Now we see two things. We see FVGA, but we also see one giant FVGA. US dollar now weary economy. Yes, now weary people. I don't want to stress my head by testing or going through this DXY gong. I've been avoiding it for days now because DXY helps when USD and GBPUSD are not respecting themselves. But most of the time, it's always going to be best to focus on them individually. Like I think 2 times last week, USD and GBPUSD didn't move together. I think one was selling at 1 hour, while the other one was buying. The first was GU, later it was EU. I think they did it twice last week. So I mean, this week we just ended rather. So this is what we can see on GBPUSD. These niggas can come and do this stuff. Just take this high. Yeah. They're likely to just come take this high and sell back. And act from here. But the only pair that I've calmed down and decided that that's my analysis was my GBPUSD. My GBPUSD setup. And my TP for this EU would be somewhere, if I was taking a sell, it would be somewhere here. I don't want to stress myself with EU. But somewhere here. Something like this would be fine by me. Back setup. Yeah, sometimes on something like this on the zone is according to the daily difference. You guys really understand how monthly averages create reactions or opportunities in the price. I think I posted this on my Twitter. You can see how price is reacting off those past averages. Did it countless times. But this should be the summary of this analysis. You can see how price is reacting off those averages. It's creating proper structures, reacting. Well, we follow what price does. Follow what price does. You can see this FVG. That's where we're reacting from. And this is how we closed. So the next week we expect a new candle to come. Some people are doing because we sold this week. The next week we'll buy. But I said end of year never show you before. Anything is actually possible because this same structure was violated here. Normally a structure like this and a candle like this should break this low, but you can see we bought. Some nice traders posted it on their Twitter. They saved people a lot. this one too can do the same thing and buy, and also react again and do the same thing and buy. And then when it's late, then everybody will realize that we're bullish. But yeah, I'm speaking based off or judging based off what's available on the chat. So I think that's been this video is about 1 hour long now. Or this live has taken up about 1 hour now. So I think that will be all for now. Let me see if there's anything I can show you guys on my code. If you guys have any questions, you can ask on my WhatsApp. Well, I've not seen any questions yet, so I think you guys understood everything I said here or showed here. So I'm not going to, but let's just give it maybe 1 or 2 minutes for anybody that wants to ask anything. But I think you guys understood me. So to do this again next Friday. I think my network has started again because my this thing isn't showing. But let me just get my phone and see if I can find that chat. So I'll just drop it here.
Can we see some
XCUSD. Gold. Okay, I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it. The chat has already played out. I'm not saying it's finished. Okay, I've seen it. So since my chat isn't loading, I think we'll just use this one and end the. So this is what the gold setup looked like. This was my full POI, FVG reaction, full POI, 50%. That's why I have 4.5% there. Entry there, except the last one, SL above the line, and then TP at the last thing. Gold later proceeded to get to 19.30 something, 33 or 35 or something. Price this setup was about 200 pips, and the before. Let me see if I can find it before on my phone too. Okay, that's the last AED trade I took. That was on Thursday, like I said. That was a setup. This was the GBP USD I took on the same Thursday. Yeah, that's like I've seen it before of the gold. Yeah, that's the before of the gold. And there are some entries you take in price where extending your TP to the external range low won't always work because of where your entry was taken from. So sometimes, let's just say, become more like an intraday trader and have your original POIs and original targets. So let's just say at every given day, you catch a trade at London session now towards your New York session. Either you're targeting the recent low or towards like 3:30 for something, or maybe you want to leave it overnight, right? You have your TPs, and then when you now notice what's about to occur, what price is yet to do, either you exit the trade to now re-enter at the next London and have your main targets. Sometimes you might see a structure that will make price retrace. You'd have to trade everything. Me, I trade almost everything. But if I'm being honest with you, it's not actually very healthy for you as a trader to be trading every setup you have. Most times you just have to be patient with setups. You just have to be patient with setups. Being patient with setups gives you more access to certain things. It might limit you to certain things, but sometimes limitations are good. So since I'm having trouble showing my other gold charts due to MTN's issues, I think this would be the end of this particular live session. And then we'll see week Friday or Saturday. That'll be all.